Hi, my name is Deborah. Welcome to Crochet. Today we're going to be making water bottle cozies. Here's the picture of the project we'll be making today. Okay, let's get started. You will need for this project a 5mm hook, a pair of scissors, a stitch marker, preferably a color that would contrast with your yarn so you can see it. Size 4 worsted weight yarn. If you look on the back of your yarn, there's a number and that will tell you the weight of your yarn. You can use either acrylic or cotton yarn. Let's get started. To start, we're going to have about a 6-inch tail. We're going to make a slip stitch or a slip knot. What we want to do is yarn over so that the yarn has a little crossover here, sort of like a half pretzel. Flip the loop down over your tail, then pull the yarn through the middle and slide down. This is your slip stitch. Now we're going to make a magic ring. We're going to take our hook and put it through the loop and slide down until it's snug but not too tight, so it'll slide up and down on the hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to start our magic chain or magic ring, we're going to take our hook and insert it into the first chain where we started. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. Then we want to chain 1. Now we have our magic ring. Now to start the first round, we're going to start into the center of our ring, yarn over, pull up a loop. We will have 2 loops on the hook. That's the start of a single chain. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through both of those chains, and that's our first single chain. We want to continue for our first round 6 single chains. So that's our first one, and we're going to do our second one. Put it through the middle of the loop, our magic ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, now we're going to pull the tail tight so we can pull the center of a circle together. Now we have 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you want to take your hook and insert it into the first chain, yarn over and pull through both, making a slip stitch, yarn over and pull through, and that makes a chain. The chain does not count as a stitch. For each round, for the second round, we're going to go through each chain, going under both the front loop here and the back loop. You can see here there's a front loop and a back loop. Go through both of those, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to go through the same chain and pull up another loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So you'll have 2 single crochets in each stitch around, making a total of 12 chains, of 12 stitches. Go through the next loop or next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Go through that same one again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue all the way around your circle until you have 12 stitches. This is round 2. In order to see where your row starts and stops, what you can do is put a stitch marker in the beginning of that row to indicate where you've started, so you'll know where the row ends when you come back around. So you can continue here. This is the third one. Go through the front loop and the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go through the same one again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. At this point, you continue 2 single crochets in each stitch around until you get to the end. Ready?
Action.
At this point, we have 12 stitches for our second round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to take our hook and put it through that first stitch, yarn over, and pull through both. This is a slip stitch. Yarn over and pull through, making a chain. Now you can take your stitch counter out to use for the next round. So for round 3, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch. You should have a total of 18 stitches for the third round when you're finished. So now you can start here, the first loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, go through the same chain, yarn over, pull through 2. In the next stitch, just go through 1 time or do 1 single crochet. In your third stitch, you'll again make 2 single crochets, and so on until you finish round 3. Again, you can use your stitch counter going into your first one and marking it so you'll know where the ends meet when you come back around the circle. 3, we're going to take the hook, insert it into the chain at the beginning of that round, yarn over and pull through both, making a slip stitch to complete round 3. Yarn over and pull through, making a chain. Now you can take your stitch counter out and we'll use it for round 4. For round 4, we're going to make a single crochet in the first 2 stitches, starting with the first stitch, 1 single crochet, and go to the second stitch, make a single crochet. In the third stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 1, 2, and then we're going to repeat that around until we have 24 stitches for the 4th round. Again, you can use your stitch counter, putting it into the first stitch there so you'll know where to start and stop for that round, for round 4. Now continue around again, a single crochet in the next stitch and single crochet in the next stitch, and then do 2 single crochet in the next stitch and repeat around until you have 24 stitches. Okay, this is the completion of round 4. We're going to take our hook, put it into the first stitch of the round 4, yarn over and pull through both loops, finishing off with a slip stitch. And we're going to chain 1, then we can pull our stitch counter out. Now we're going to work into the back loop only. If you're looking at it, you can see that the front stitch here facing you is the front loop. The ones to the back are called the back loops. We're going to work into the back loops now. We're going to start with a new stitch called the half double crochet. We're going to yarn over, put it through the back loop, put your hook through the back loop, yarn over and pull up a loop. You will have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops, and that's called a half double crochet. Let me show you again. We're going to start in the second stitch. We're going to yarn over, put it through the back loop, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. That's a half double crochet. We're going to continue working around until we've completed 24 stitches. This is going to start the wall of our bottle working up in the round. And go to the third stitch. We're going to yarn over, go through the back loop only, yarn over and pull up a loop. Again, you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. That's considered a half double crochet. We're going to continue this round around, completing it with half double crochets all the way around. If you need to figure out where you start and stop, again, you can take your stitch counter in and put it in that first stitch that you started so you'll know where the start and stop of your rounds are. Again, okay, for the 4th one, continue around, yarn over, put it through the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and continue around. Okay, now we're going to take our hook and go into that first chain where we started this round 5 at. Pull through both, making a slip stitch, and you can pull your stitch counter out. And I wanted to show you that this is the base of our water bottle holder. So if you're doing a 16.9 ounce water bottle, this will fit your water bottle here, and you can kind of test it. If you have a bigger bottle, you might have to add an extra round before you start up the sides. But if you want a really snug fit, this is a good size. 24 stitches around would be a good size for a 16.9 ounce water bottle. So from here, we're going to continue. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to continue around. From this round on, working up the sides of the water bottle cozy, we're going to go into the complete chain, going under both the front loop. You can see here, both the front loop and the back loop. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Again, you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. It's a half double crochet. And do that in each stitch around, 24 stitches all the way around. And you'll continue to do this, working up the height of your bottle until you have the size that you want. At that point, we will stop, and you'll have to decide whether you want to do a strap or if you'd like to do a handle. Okay, at this point, you can see that the base fits nicely over the bottom of the water bottle, and this is for a snug fit. It's 24 chains around. If you'd like to add another color, like this one is alternating colors, you can alternate it any pattern or design that you like. You can use the same color or different colors. We're going to take this out, and then we're going to start with our second color. We're going to make a loop here, put the loop down on the tail, pull through the center, and this makes our slip knot to start with. Then we're going to put our hook onto our new color here. And then we're going to start at the base here with our existing color and put our hook into that loop. Then we're going to take the new color, we're going to yarn over and pull through the existing color here. And then we want to kind of pull the tail down of the existing color to tighten it up. Then at this point, you'll want to lay your new color along the edge of your existing color and start with your half double crochets. Then you can go ahead and drop the old color and then just pick up with the new color here. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go all the way through. Again, the same thing, the front loop and back loop of the existing color, and then just pick up the new color here. So we're going to yarn over and pull through. We'll have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's our first half double crochet. Again, and then we'll just be working over the tail here to work it in. We're going to yarn over, go through the second chain here, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 3. You'll continue around 24 stitches until you've added the new color. If you just want one row in so that you have kind of just a little bit of color in there, you can do that. Or if you want to add several rows to make a little wider band, you can do that. At this point, we're going to finish off the new color that we've added by taking our hook and going into the first stitch and pulling through both loops, making a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to pick up the original color that we started with by just pulling it up. We're going to yarn over and pull through the loop here. And we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to start into our first chain here and yarn over and pull up a loop. We'll have 3 loops on the hook, Now yarn over and pull through all 3, and we're still doing half double crochets all the way around. And this is going to go into the second chain. There should be 24 around. Yarn over, go through the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. There'll be 3 chains on the hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all 3. That will be your second half double crochet. The term for half double crochet on the written instructions is HDC. That means half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over again, go through the third one, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3, and then you'll just, from this point, you'll just continue around and then build up the color again. And each time that you alternate, when you finish off the round, you're going to pull the next color through the back of the loop and then start the next row.